scattered showers and storms in the afternoon. Less humid conditions expected for tonight. Rest of the forecast after your headlines. Jet 20 for Action News at noon starts now.
From your news leader.
It's Tuesday afternoon. GE Transportation making a major announcement right now. We're live with what it means for Erie. Plus, an international rescue mission comes to an end as the final 4 boys and their soccer coach are all successfully removed from a flooded cave in Thailand. And you can finally get a taste of that Southern fried chicken. After much anticipation, Popeyes finally opens their doors.
Live in high definition from your news leader, this is Jet 24 Action News at noon.
Good afternoon. I'm Elena LaQuatra. Now, after several waves of bad news, there's finally something to celebrate at GE, and engineers are saying it'll leave a lasting impact. It's new this afternoon. Jackie Roberts joins us now live from the Erie headquarters. Good afternoon, Jackie.
Good afternoon, Elena. This announcement out of GE today isn't just big. As you can see, it's huge. You're looking at the first of 30 newly designed locomotives to be made here in Erie, built for the Ukraine. For decades, GE was one of the largest employers in the Erie area. And for a short time, some community members doubted whether or not the company would hold that status. But today marks a major milestone that gives people confidence in the company's future, both in Erie and on the global stage. Earlier this year, GE signed a $1 billion contract with Ukrainian Railways to build 30 TE-33A locomotives. The Erie branch will be in charge of about 90% of the production. Now, representatives from both companies are looking at the first of those locomotives. Officials say that this project will have a positive impact both on economic development in the area and on job creation. But be sure to join us coming up in our later shows today to hear from some of those people in charge of the project on what they have to say the impact will be. Elena?
Thank you, Jackie. Looking forward to it. Now to a developing story we've been following closely. Police are staying silent on who they believe is responsible for a shooting in the city of Erie. On Sunday at around 11 p.m., police were called to the 700 block of East 24th Street. Authorities say a 17-year-old girl was shot in the leg after a group of people were arguing outside. Police tell us 11 gunshots were fired, striking a home and the victim inside the home. Investigators say they have identified some suspects in the incident, but they are not releasing those names at this point. It's still an ongoing investigation. And 21-year-old Whitney Sullivan is recovering at a local hospital after a vicious box cutter attack outside of a Walgreens last Tuesday. Erie police say that a couple was getting back into their vehicle. They jumped into action when they heard Whitney's screams. Now Sullivan's father is thanking everyone who has helped her.
If I've learned anything personally from this, that is incredibly important in life, to have people that are willing, that don't even know you, to just step in and help.
Some Erie residents are on a mission to find ways to reduce crime in the city of Erie. According to the director of our West Bayfront, there are 6 neighborhood watch groups in the West Bayfront district. One watch group met last night to discuss what they can do as neighbors to help reduce crime. Officers from the Erie Police Department were also at the meeting discussing various problems with the residents.
When they see something that they want to let the police know to contact us. If there's something going on right now, they call the non-emergency number, 870-1125. If it's something that they just want to pass on the information to the detectives, use the tip line, the 870-1199.
Erie Police and our West Bayfront are encouraging residents to get involved with their local crime watch. The Erie County Coroner's Office says the driver in a fatal pedestrian accident is not facing any charges. It's continuing coverage this afternoon. 64-year-old Lannis Ellis was crossing West 26th Street when she was struck by a car at about 10:30 Friday night. She was transported to an Erie hospital where she was pronounced dead.
We're still not exactly sure what she was doing here, but there's no evidence of any kind of foul play or substance abuse or anything like that. I think it was just an unfortunate accident.
The coroner's office has located the family of the victim, and they're located in Philadelphia. A deadly motorcycle crash on East Lake Road raises concerns about safety on the roadways. Police say the deadly motorcycle crash occurred Sunday night just before 6 p.m. in the 1100 block of East Lake Road. Biker Richard Elder was killed in the accident. With Road on the Shore a little more than a week away and more than 100,000 bikers expected to make their way to Erie, safety for all motorists is vital. A fire in Albion leaves a house damaged after fire crews battled the blaze for 45 minutes. The call going out shortly after 3 Monday afternoon in the 8300 block of North Ackerley Road. According to officials, around 8 fire companies responded to put out the fire. 2 people were inside at the time, but neither suffered serious injuries. 2 cats were also taken out of the house uninjured. There's no word on what may have caused the fire. It remains under investigation at this time. Law enforcement agencies are taking part in an initiative to reduce accidents related to aggressive driving. Erie and Mill Creek Police will join state police and more than 200 other agencies to target speeding, tailgating, and red light running through August. During last year's initiative, participating agencies issued more than 40,000 citations.
What we're going to do is, with that data, target those areas with a high amount of speed enforcement. With the Erie Police Motorcycle Unit, we'll focus mostly on moving violations.
The Aggressive Driving Enforcement Initiative is funded by PennDOT and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Well, folks, brace yourselves because gas prices are going to start going up. For the first time since Memorial Day, the national average has seen a weekly rising a penny to $2.86 per gallon. That's according to GasBuddy.com. And with hurricane season underway, gas prices will slowly start creeping up even more. So be sure you fill up that gas tank soon. Finally, let's turn to some good news. After much anticipation, the wait is finally over. Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen opens their doors. A long line formed outside the new West 12th Street location in anticipation of opening time, which was 10 a.m. The new Popeyes is bringing some Louisiana culture to Erie. Customers have been patiently waiting to taste some of that southern chicken. As of right now, chicken tenders and the signature side seem to be the most ordered food items, of course.
Just like different kinds of chicken, and it's nice to see that Popeyes came to town. Last time I really went to Popeyes on a regular schedule was when I lived in Norfolk when I was in the Navy in 2006. So I've waited a long time for this franchise to come here.
The management expects hundreds of people to come through the doors today, so go ahead and get yourself in line if you want some of that. Speaking of fast food establishments, today Chick-fil-A is giving away free food. All you have to do is dress like a cow. The fast food chain is celebrating their 14th annual Cow Appreciation Day by giving a free entree to every customer wearing a cow-themed costume. These cow appreciators will have to order in person. It doesn't work with their app. Kids can also get a free meal if they're dressed like cows, or in that case, dressed like calves, I guess. Last year, the company says more than 1.8 million people dressed up to take part in that giveaway. Now, where do they get the cow costumes is my question. I'm going to need to find myself one. A popular Erie radio station makes a big announcement today. The Lake Erie College of Osteopathic Medicine reveals that it has closed on the sale of the former Mercyhurst radio station, now known as Lecom Radio. The station is located at 88.5 on the FM dial and plays the classic hits from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Radio listeners will now be able to learn about healthcare services and opportunities available to them and their families.
I think that the commitment by Lecom, realizing that this is a great platform for getting their message out in regards to medicine and the facilities that they have, I think it's a great, and they've embraced it and realized the importance of this demographic.
Lecom first announced the sale in late February and has been running the station since March 1st. The Salvation Army is putting a dent in youth hunger this summer. The organization packs weekend meal bags with 2 breakfasts, 2 lunches, and 2 dinners with items like fruit cups, granola bars, and soup. The goal of the Salvation Army is to distribute 100 meal bags each Friday for 10 weeks at Emerson Gridley and Columbus Parks. Parents or guardians will only need to fill out permission slips once.
There are a lot of children in Erie who do need the help. Of course, we all know everyone gets a free school lunch, so now that school is out, there's a big gap.
The project is getting financial support from American Tinning and Galvanizing, GE Employee Community Service Fund, and the Knights of St. John's. The free music was in the air and continues tonight with another 8 Great Tuesdays. The big news being announced by the Erie Western Pennsylvania Port Authority tonight is that Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield has signed on to continue the naming rights for the amphitheater at Liberty Park until 2021. The weekly summer concert series offering up an opportunity to listen to a free concert along Erie's scenic bayfront. There's something for just about everyone, from rock to jazz, country, everything at this popular event. It brings in thousands of people to Liberty Park every week. Tonight, Norman Nardini is the opening act, then Jake's Blues will take Highmark Amphitheater stage. The fun begins at 6:30, but be sure you get there early to find the perfect spot. And cherry pie is on the menu, and thousands of people will travel to Northeast to enjoy it. It's the annual Northeast Firemen's Cherry Festival. Gets underway today. The festival includes rides, food, games, entertainment, vendors, the crowning of the Cherry Queen, and of course, lots and lots of cherry pie. A highlight of the event is the Firemen's Parade set for Saturday afternoon at 4 p.m. The fun gets underway at 5:30 tonight. Coming up on Jet 24 Action News at noon, the Thailand cave rescue mission comes to an end. Everyone miraculously making it out safely. That's ahead just after Tom's forecast. Good afternoon, Tom.
Hello, and that's certainly good news. And good news for us weather-wise. Weather looking pretty decent. It's right on through the rest of the week. But we'll get that forecast after the break.
From your news leader, you're watching Elena LaQuatra and meteorologist Tom DeVecchio. This is Jet 24 Action News at noon.
Stressed out? That's how you'll feel when you're hurt in an accident. The insurance company may give you the runaround. That's where we can help. We take over the legal hassle so you have one less thing to stress about. For a free consultation, call 1-800-9-4-EDGAR.
Just for fun at Waldameer. Just for fun at Waldameer. Celebrate summer at Waldameer with thrill rides, family rides, and Kiddieland. Plus a giant wave pool, kids zone, water slides, the Battle of Lake Erie water playground, and more. Remember, a season pass is your best value. Grab your friends, come on and bring the whole crew to the #1 place to bring the kid out in you. Find your summer fun at Waldameer. Just for fun at Waldameer.
Watch Melinda's Garden Moment every Friday in Action News Good Morning Erie and in Action News at noon. Brought to you by Scotland Yard's Greenhouse and Nursery, just off I-79 on Fry Road in Edinburgh.
A verse from the Bible. But now in Christ Jesus, you who formerly were far off have been brought near by the blood of Christ, for he himself is our peace. Ephesians 2.
Frustrated? When you're hurt in an accident, dealing with the insurance company can leave you at your wit's end. Let us take over the hassles and paperwork so you can focus on what's most important, getting better. For a free consultation, call 1-800-9-4-EDGAR.
Good Kids is brought to you by Superstore Joe at Auto Express Kia.
We're more than just a hot cup of coffee. We're espressos, lattes, cappuccinos, and mochas. We're freshly made baked goods, grilled sandwiches, salads, and wraps. We're a place to relax, a place for breakfast, lunch, dinner, or that late night snack. We're Coffee Culture Cafe and Eatery on Peach Street. Come for the taste. Stay for a visit.
From Jet 24, here's meteorologist Tom DeVecchio, your weather authority.
After a beautiful sunny morning, clouds have moved in a bit here to parts of the region, including the Conneaut Lake area, where this is the Channel Lock Sky Cam, by the way. Sun peeking through the clouds, and overall, though, not bad. We've had very little in the way of precipitation around the region, a front just coming through. But as we anticipated, at least so far, not a whole lot. A few showers off the lake. They've diminished almost nothing to come on land. So the front going through pretty much dry along the lake shore. As it heads farther in, there's still a decent amount of moisture there, and we can't rule out a few showers and storms popping up. But as for the pollens, well, tree pollen, grass pollen absent for today, according to Dr. Gallagher. And weed pollen on the moderate side, mold spores also on the moderate side. And thank you, Dr. Gallagher, for those pollen numbers. Wind shifting off toward the north, so the lakefront once again a little cooler. Dr. Tom Nagapir at 75. We have 82 at Penn State Barron, 78. Jacob Brooks pointing that out of Girard. Summit, Judy at 80, 79 at Edinburgh, as well as French Creek. We have 82 right now in Corey. As we head farther inland, pretty much low 80s. Cambridge Springs out toward Woodcock Borough, Meadville and Westmead both at 81. We also have 81 in Pittsfield, while Gary and Saybrook a little warmer at 86. Dew points are up there. We do have dew points in the middle, even upper 60s here in Meadville. The front itself, though, just doesn't have a lot of dynamics, not a lot of upward push. So we have the moisture, so we have like the gasoline, but the spark to try and get it to ignite, not really there so far as the front going through the region. I expect these dew points to drop. Dew points are in the upper 50s toward Canada, so we will get somewhat drier air as we head on into the afternoon. So here's how it looks right now. You can see the front coming through with these batch of clouds. A few showers popping up within it, and maybe a rumble of thunder as well. Now farther south into Mercer County and south, we have much warmer air, more unstable. And it's very likely as this front gets closer to I-80, it will become more active, maybe even get some real good storms. But again, that should be pretty much south of our viewing area. Futurecast showing the winds going out of the north-northeast, and that will give us some nice drier air as we head on into the latter part of tonight and into the day on Wednesday. So that'll keep things nice and comfy. However, by Thursday, the winds will shift back toward the south, and that could very well mean a return to some heat and humidity, that along with this building ridge. Out in the lake, winds west to northwest at 5 to 15. Waves generally 2 feet or less, maybe a shower or two in the next hour, but that's about it. Water temp holding at 72. So a chance of a shower or two here along the lake shore, otherwise partly sunny. 70s along the lakefront, lower 80s near the I-90 corridor. Farther inland, temperatures lower to mid-80s, partly sunny, some isolated showers, possible storms as we go through the afternoon. Similar forecast in the Chautauqua-Allegheny area. Becoming mostly clear, cool, comfortable for tonight. Sunshine for tomorrow with highs around 80. And from your weather authority, we're looking at some temperatures, low 80s for Thursday, mid-80s on Friday with more humidity. Some storms possible and quite summer-like for the upcoming weekend. Updates of the forecast can be found at yourerie.com.
And coming up on Jet 24 Action News at noon, the president announces his Supreme Court pick, and the pick already met with great opposition. Find out more after the break.
Hi, I'm Steve Westbrook, Executive Director of the Erie City Mission.
And I'm Leo Heinz, Chairman of the Board.
As you see behind us, our historic building project is continuing to transform the corner of French and 11th Streets. What began as a dream nearly 10 years ago is becoming a reality through the faithfulness of God and the generosity of our donors.
We remain in the city for the city. Our vision is to complete a mission campus that will continue to restore hope and transform lives for the next 100 years. With this revitalized campus, we'll provide a sustainable environment of dignity and opportunity for those who desperately need us.
We are cultivating a community of new life where hurting individuals are not defined by their past.
We're breaking the cycle of hopelessness where those trapped in poverty and addiction see a brighter future.
And we are building the kingdom of God as only He can provide ultimate hope.
Please remember the Erie City Mission in your giving, as we cannot continue our work without you.
This is our city, our mission.
The first time I ever took prescription opioids is when I got my wisdom teeth taken out. I think I was 16 years old. I must have gotten a 30-day script. I took them all in 3 days. I was stealing from people, buying substances on the street. I look back at that time with a lot of shame. That's not who I am. Opioid use disorder is not a moral failing.
Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Polident is specifically designed to clean a denture. The wonderful thing about Polident is the fact that it's very, very tough on bacteria, yet it's very gentle on the denture itself. Polident's 4-in-1 cleaning system consists of 4 powerful ingredients that work together to deep clean your denture in hard-to-reach places. It kills 99.99% of odor-causing bacteria, and it helps to remove stains. Polident should be the first choice of every person that wears a denture to clean their denture.
Time now to take a look at this afternoon's market numbers. At noon, the markets were in the green. The Dow was up by more than 150 points. The Nasdaq was up by more than 9 points, and the S&P 500 was in the green, just under 10 points. As President Trump heads to Europe for meetings with top NATO allies and Russian President Vladimir Putin, his nominee for Supreme Court Justice heads to the Hill. President Trump announcing Washington, D.C. federal judge Brett Kavanaugh as his pick to replace retiring Justice Anthony Kennedy on the Supreme Court. For the second time in less than 2 years, President Trump has nominated a judge to sit on the nation's highest court. Kavanaugh is considered a classic Washington insider with a deep conservative record and has argued for more legal protections for presidents, something that likely would have drawn Trump to him.
My judicial philosophy is straightforward. A judge must be independent and must interpret the law, not make the law.
Before the president's announcement, Democrats were already voicing strong opposition. At the heart of their concerns that the president's pick would undermine Roe v. Wade, the landmark 1973 ruling that upheld a legal right to an abortion. The Affordable Care Act could also be on the line. Now they are free. The last remaining 4 boys and their soccer coach finally rescued from that flooded cave after 18 days. Now all 13 people trapped in the cave are out and recovering at the hospital as new details emerge about how they managed to stay alive for the first 10 days before rescuers finally found them. ABC's Elizabeth Herr is in New York with the details.
Mission accomplished. The dramatic and dangerous days-long rescue operation ending successfully with all 12 boys and their soccer coach getting out of the cave alive. The Thai Navy SEALs reacting to the news on Facebook, writing, "We're not sure if this is a miracle, a science, or what. All the 13 wild boars are now out of the cave." The feat, incredible by all accounts, considering the twisted, treacherous, and flooded maze of passageways rescuers were forced to navigate. In this video, you can even see the divers fighting to stay above water, gripping that rope, all the while carrying air tanks and equipment, guiding the boys and the coach to safety.
How many of you? 13. Brilliant.
The soccer team found alive last Monday after spending 10 days trapped and lost inside the dark cave. They survived by drinking water, which was dripping down the sides of the cave. Turns out the team also went into the cave with a bit of food. Local media reporting a woman sold the team snacks like these, chips, soda, and orange drinks before they followed their coach into the cave for what was supposed to be a fun excursion after practice that turned into a lesson in survival. So what happens now? We're told they will be evaluated and will remain quarantined in the hospital for about a week. We know at least 2 of the boys have pneumonia and all are now undergoing blood tests for infections. And until they get the all clear from doctors, their families will only be able to see them through a glass partition. Elizabeth Herr, ABC News, New York.
Coming up on Jet 24 Action News at noon, at just 5 years old, this week's good kid came up with a bright idea to help those she loves feel more comfortable while in the hospital recovering from surgeries. We'll introduce you to Jade after the break.
Furniture Row is looking a little different these days. We've replaced former brand signs with bright new category signs to make it easy for you to find exactly what you're looking for. Our expanded selections deliver even more of the great style and value you've come to expect from Furniture Row. And you'll still find Denver Mattress, your Tempur-Pedic elite retailer. So come visit today's Furniture Row. Now more than ever, the destination for creating the home you love for less. Family owned and operated for over 45 years.
The Pennsylvania Cyber Charter School, a tuition-free public school where students, teachers, and families create a true community of learning, where every moment is teachable in the safe, nurturing environment of your own home, where each student's success creates the foundation for a lifetime of achievement. PA Cyber, where the learning never stops. For more information, visit pacyber.org.
Some people think our generation just uses our phones to talk. Seriously? Just because we're not millennials doesn't mean we're not posting photos, streaming music, video chatting with our kids, and whatever he's doing.
Does your carrier think you're out of touch just because you're over 55?
Get unlimited 55 plus. 2 lines, unlimited everything for $70. That's right. 2 lines, just $70 and not a penny more. Only from America's best unlimited network.
I drove a Dodge.
Chevy.
A Honda. Pontiac.
A BMW.
Now I drive a Kia.
A Kia. A Kia.
Now you can change too. Switch to an all-new 8-passenger Kia Sedona, or switch to the over 50 MPG Niro Hybrid, or go 0 to 60 in 4.7 seconds with a 2018 Stinger. There's a change for everyone at Auto Express.
I want to see ya in a Kia.
To some economic news, Apple and Google are facing new questions over privacy. Republican leaders on the House Energy and Commerce Committee have sent letters to the heads of both companies asking for details on what kind of information is collected from our smartphones. This comes about 3 months after the head of Facebook faced questions of data privacy on Capitol Hill. Sometimes something as comfortable as a stuffed animal can make a big impact on someone's life, and as this week's Good Kid shows us, that even includes adults. I introduce you to Jade. In April, Judy Bitters underwent a serious surgery, getting a cancer tumor removed. However, she had a unique and very special doctor helping with her care.
George kept me calm, because he was going to be there to take care of me.
Dr. George isn't your average doctor. He's very short, oddly shaped, and pretty hairy.
Well, he's a monkey doctor.
The brains behind this monkey doctor is 5-year-old Jade Phelps. Jade bought Dr. Curious George while visiting her grandfather in the hospital, but she decided she wasn't going to keep him for herself, first giving the stuffed animal to her grandfather while he underwent his open heart surgery.
He really helps people feel better.
Her kindness didn't stop there.
Well, Grandpa said you can give it to somebody else that needs help.
That's when family friend Judy was given the stuffed animal.
When they came over, Jade brought Curious George and said that she wanted to give Curious George to me so he could take care of me while I was in the hospital.
Judy says Dr. Curious George did a great job consulting with the Cleveland Clinic surgeons regarding her care.
I couldn't believe that a 5-year-old could come up with this idea and be so caring.
Jade says she plans to give Dr. Curious George to the next person who needs some special care while in the hospital. If you know a good kid like Jade, send us a nomination at yourerie.com. And this is a competition you probably won't even believe exists. Okay, it involves dogs and the open ocean. We'll be right back.
Real members are saving real money on auto insurance through AAA.
I was pretty shocked to find out that I was going to save $400 with AAA. I thought that it was going to be much more expensive.
With AAA, I saved $300 a year.
When you're trying to raise a family of 5, and in this economy, it's really nice to be able to save.
I would pay more for this level of customer service, but with AAA, I don't have to.
At AAA, saving money matters to our members, so it matters to us. Switch to auto insurance through AAA, and you could save hundreds. This year alone, the savings could really add up. Plus, you could save even more when you combine your auto and homeowners policies.
I have my house insurance. I have my car insurance. It was a no-brainer for me to go with AAA.
Oh, I love AAA so much because it's enabled us to do other things with that money.
With AAA, we love the customer service.
And the price.
I'm glad I switched. What are you waiting for?
Join the thousands who are saving. Call 888-887-4859 for your free quote. AAA Insurance. So easy, so smart, so switch.
Presque Isle Downs and Casino is having a blast with cash this July with our Red, White, and Kaboom giveaway. Fridays.
Surf's Up Dog at Del Mar Beach in San Diego. A group called Social Surf Dogs gave surfing lessons to man's best friend. The lessons all happen all summer long. It also allows the dogs to prepare for the annual Dog Surfathon competition in September. Yes, it's a real thing.
Oh, yeah. And man's other best friend, which is other men, I could probably use myself. So, hey, if you guys can help me out, stay straight on the surfboard, I'd be a happy man.
Yeah, definitely don't have that skill in me.
We don't have the big waves in Lake Erie to do surfing, but we do have some decent weather. Now, there's still a chance of a few isolated showers in the area or rumble of thunder for the afternoon. Most of it will stay dry, highs in the lower 80s. It'll be comfortable for tomorrow, but back to humidity at the end of the week and into the weekend.
That's it for Jet 24 Action News at noon. You can always head to our website and our Facebook page. Have a great day.
Take care.